right now, if you want a small, fun-to-drive German vehicle, there are actually a lot of really good choices. You can get one of the first ones that came out were the CLA 45 AMG. There is the BMW M235i, now the 240. You have the Audi S3, and its sister vehicle, the Golf R. Among those vehicles, I've driven a couple of them, the M235i, I've driven the Golf R. Now today, I'm behind the wheel of this 2015 Audi S3. Some of the numbers to get these out of the way. You have a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, the same one that you find in the Golf R. Very familiar if you have been around the Volkswagen family of vehicles. And this vehicle, it makes 292 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque, which is a good amount out of a 2-liter 4-cylinder. The only transmission option is a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic, which I'm actually kind of disappointed about. You cannot get a 6-speed manual transmission. It's not available as an option. If you do want that with this type of platform, you'd have to go to the Golf R. 0 to 60 happens in 4.4 seconds, which is quite quick for a vehicle in this class of this power level. Impressive. The entire platform of this vehicle is almost identical to the Golf R. The drivetrain, transmission, engine, the underpinnings. There are slight suspension changes with wheelbase. So this is very, very similar to the Golf R. And I think the biggest question I want to try to answer today is, after having spent time with the Golf R, is the S3 worth the additional money? Does it actually feel like an upgrade of a vehicle? Is it any better than the Golf R? You're better off just going to get the Volkswagen. From an exterior standpoint, I do like the way the S3 looks. It has the same Audi design language. You got the big grille up front. I do like the way it looks sophisticated and luxurious, but at the same time, I'd almost use the word cute to describe it because it's compact, it's small. Especially if you park it next to something like an S4, you can see how much shorter it is. The overhangs are very small, but it doesn't look cheap per se. On the interior, it's basic. That's how I describe it. In the Golf, I feel like it has a similar level of interior refinement to the Golf, but because that was in a Volkswagen, it was considered really, really nice given that vehicle. In this car, it feels a little more on the basic side. Definitely does pull really well. But back to the materials, I mean, everything you touch, the steering wheel, I think this is literally the exact same steering wheel that you would find in an S4, is very, very nice. The shift lever, there's nice leather here, but then if you look further, mainly the dashboards, it's like plastic stuff, and the vents are a little plasticky. You just have the smaller MMI screen there, and the center thing, there's no carbon trim or anything. It's all plastic. It's a product of the fact that you're in the entry-level Audi. Therefore, there are things that need to be done in order to bring the cost down. I'm not trying to say that it's a bad interior. I'm just saying it does not feel as luxurious as I would have thought given the price range of this vehicle. Space-wise, in the front, it's fine. I actually kind of like it up here. The seating, I feel a little more cramped than I would be in something like the S4. The back seats are definitely a lot smaller. Legroom might be similar because, again, it's the same wheelbase as the Golf R, but headroom is definitely significantly compromised because you have a sedan and not a hatchback anymore. So how does it drive? Over 3,000 RPM, this little motor pulls pretty hard. Turbo lag is not that noticeable. This transmission is great. It kind of confuses me why they went from a 7-speed dual clutch and something like the previous gen vehicles, my S4 included, to a 6-speed dual clutch. I don't know why they did that, but the shifts are very, very quick. It's a very smooth transmission. No complaints there. Yes, I would like, actually I have one complaint. I would like it if it came in a manual transmission, but hey, you can still go for the Golf R. Ride, this road sucks right now. This car has magnetic ride. I'm in dynamic, so if we throw it into comfort mode via drive select, that made a huge difference. It rides a lot better when you put it back into comfort mode. Let's hop onto Woodward. We're actually, by M1 Concours. Just there yesterday night. Handling-wise, it sends power via, it's Quattro, it's an Audi. You have a Haldex system similar to the R8, so power to all wheels right there. The big difference between this and like something higher up in the trim level like an S4 is you don't get the sports differential. This uses brake torquing to kind of simulate that type of effect of a differential. The computer controls which wheels to brake to kind of pull you in. But this is a lighter vehicle. Low 3,000 pounds. Oh my God, that's a huge pothole. Missed it. compared to the Golf R. You get the Audi brand, the badge. That's what you're partially paying for, because again, power-wise, drivetrain, it's all the same. You lose out a little bit of the practicality because it's not a hatchback. We don't get the other versions of the S3 in America. The interior is a little bit better, but at the Audi level, it's not comparable to the full S4 and moving even further up on the ladder from that perspective. It's nice. It does ride a little bit harsh compared to the Golf R. I honestly think I would go for the Golf. For my money, the amount of money that you spec, at the end of the day, I would pick the Golf R over this vehicle because I don't care as much about the fact that it has the Audi badge up front. They're similarly in terms of the way they drive. This one has a few upgrades, but I don't think it's worth the price premium. How much do I desire the S3? After driving it, I think I'd give it something in the range of a 65 to 70. It fits a niche right there, but I don't think they blew it entirely out of the water. I'm really looking forward to driving the RS3. I think that would be really, really cool. This has chief advantages over something like my S4, where it's smaller, it's more compact, makes a lot of torque. This little engine is great. The transmission, I think, is a little smoother, shifts a little bit faster, but it doesn't feel as spacious. It doesn't feel as a level up, like as a high level of a vehicle. Overall, though, interesting vehicle. This segment is definitely cool. If you're looking to get into a newer premium vehicle, but you still want some amount of fun, these cars are something to look at, especially as they become pre-owned. They depreciate. Like this vehicle, when purchased with 15,000 miles on it, had come down to $35,000. That's the deal right there. You get either certified pre-owned or one that's lightly used. That's a great option. It's a new S3. I mean, I wasn't blown away by it. I'm not infatuated with it, but I also don't hate it. I guess that's my verdict right there. Hope you guys liked this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.